Hello and welcome to Realible World News.
My name is Dr. Richards.
And I'm Dr. Williams. Today is the broadcast for the week of October 9th, and we have some spooky stories for you today.
Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your hats. Don't let your socks get knocked off by the spookiest articles of the month.
Today we will be talking about Onlyfans' new tutoring service for children, a new Nickelodeon show about feet, and a bunch of other just as creepy, spooktacular articles.
Boo! Let's jump right in.
And before we jump right in, make sure you subscribe so you can see all of our spooky articles throughout the month of October.
Great. Starting off this terrifying episode, we are looking at Onlyfans. And now they're focusing on children.
But what exactly is Onlyfans, Dr. Richard?
Onlyfans is a content creation platform
For strippers.
usually used by strippers. But now some of these strippers are hoping to talk to your kids.
Wow. I grew up talking to strippers, but that's because my whole family consisted of them. Why would someone pay to have a stripper talk to their child?
These strippers are providing a tutoring service,
I have never paid to talk to a stripper.
nor should you. Usually talking is the least of your concerns when engaging with a sex worker. But now on OnlyFans, there is a whole new category just for tutoring kids.
Wow.
I guess while mom and dad play with the willy and get a little silly, their little child can engage in active learning about math, English, science, or social studies.
And is this only offered to kids, or can I freshen up my knowledge of third grade social studies as well?
This option is open to anybody, but there is an academic discount if you can prove your student eligibility.
I can't wait to see how OnlyFans changes the education system. Wow. Thank you for that spooky article about tutoring, Dr. Richards.
Anytime, a little bit of spooky, a little bit of sexy. That's what Realible World News is all about. Moving on to the next article.
Everyone gets lost on their way home sometimes, but Bill Clinton has accidentally stumbled across Pedo Island 34 times on his way home from the grocery store.
What grocery store is he going to?
Bill Clinton claims that he was going to the Trader Joe's on the Virgin Isles, but I don't quite buy that.
And you say he got lost and ended up on Pedo Island? What? Can you give us some more info on Pedo Island?
Unfortunately, I can't, because this video would be demonetized and we could possibly be killed. It's understandable to get lost, 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 times and stumble across Pedo Island, but 34 is right when I start to get suspicious.
What does Hillary think about all this?
She's gotten lost and ended up there 12 times at least.
Something tells me they're not getting lost.
If they are, they must have the worst GPS ever created.
Do they use Google Maps, Apple Maps? Maybe they still have Garmin's? Do you remember the Garmin, Dr. Williams?
Dr. Richards, I think that is an artifact from your time, and I do not remember those.
Whatever they're using, I want to stay far away from Pedo Island.
I hope I don't accidentally stumble across that one.
That is a terrifying article, Dr. Williams.
And they only get spookier all the way up to October 31st.
That was a great update on one of the former presidents of the United States. Coming up, this article is about one of the scariest products ever made. These new roller skates have square wheels. Oh my god, Dr. Williams.
I nearly just had a heart attack. What are those?
Everyone's familiar with the scary, terrifying situation of being the only one at the roller rink who can't skate.
Not me.
These roller skates with the square wheels make it so you don't roll at all. You still have all the style and fashion of wearing roller skates, but none of the danger of slipping and falling.
What exactly is the point of standing on a bunch of squares in the first place, though? If you remove those, if you're not rolling, why even have them?
These shoes still have all the style of roller skates. To the passing person, they'll still think you're wearing roller skates.
I guarantee they won't.
Wait, then why would they make this product? Why would they sell it to me, making me think that I wouldn't be embarrassed at the roller rink anymore?
So you'll buy it thinking you won't be embarrassed at the roller rink anymore, but you definitely will be. I mean, every single person is gonna laugh at you.
My blood is boiling right now, Dr. Williams.
Wow. Thank you on this update on your horrifyingly bad product judgment skills, Dr. Richards. And thank you for updating us on the temperature of your blood.
Let's move on.
Speaking of blood, vampire role players on the internet have recently started sharing around a recipe for menstrual blood pancakes.
Menstrual blood? What's menstrual blood?
I believe menstrual blood is blood that comes from a man's nostrils.
Men's nostril blood.
It sounds exactly what it is.
I have nosebleeds all the time, so I guess I'm chock full of menstrual blood.
This is the recipe for you then. Whether you are a vampire role player or just want to feed a whole bunch of them, you can use this menstrual blood to create beautiful, fluffy red pancakes.
This sounds spooky, but delicious.
Anything about vampires is spooky.
This next article is absolutely terrifying. Dan Schneider, known for creating some Nickelodeon classics like Zoe 101, iCarly, Drake and Josh, recently created a new show called One Man, 8 Feet.
The show will be very similar to those other Nickelodeon shows, as there's going to be a lot of foot action. Why do you think he's so obsessed with feet, Dr. Richards?
I think Mr. Schneider looks at feet as the gateway to the soul.
So is this in a sexual way? Should we be concerned? Or does the man just kind of think feet are funny?
It is definitely sexual, and it seems that the age of the feet that Mr. Schneider is looking at has no effect on how aroused he gets by them.
I'm under the impression he was fired a few years back. Why is Nickelodeon not only letting him come back, but letting him basically flaunt this fetish out in the open by calling his new show One Man, 8 Feet?
Well, it's for money. Nickelodeon realized that the episodes that focus most on feet drive the highest ratings, so they believe that One Man, 8 Feet could be the biggest television show of all time.
Wow, that's right, because they only used to have at most 2 sets of feet. If they promise 4 sets of feet at all times, this show could be huge.
It's unknown whether it's one man who has 8 feet or one man enjoying the 8 feet from younger female child stars.
Oh, it is known that the show stars an octopus that likes feet. Wow, that was the spookiest article to date.
A lot of feet, a lot of scare. That's what Realible World News is all about.
Now, on to the world weather.
I can take the weather this time, Dr. Williams.
Are you even professionally trained to do the weather?
No, I was just going to wing it.
Wing it? That is not how we roll here at Realible World News.
Okay, Dr. Williams, please proceed with the weather.
No, you think it's so easy. Do the weather. Do it.
It is feeling a little hot and sweaty in here. I'm a little nervous.
It's the world weather. It's not in here. Come on, tell us the world's weather.
For the world weather update this week, if you take a look at the big blue marble, you will see some patches of cloud. You will see some patches of open skies. There's a little bit of rain, maybe not so much rain in other places.
Wow, that was actually a really good take. Maybe you can do this more often, Dr. Richards.
Thank you, Dr. Williams.
Now, it's time for me to do the Asthmaology. On Sunday, I went looking for a red planet I heard was visible, and it ends up I actually saw a 3-month-old retweet, and there was not a red planet visible at all. So for this week's horoscope, I would recommend checking the timestamps on all tweets before you act upon their advice.
Dr. Williams, that was an embarrassment to the weekly horoscope.
Not everyone can be as aligned with the stars and space as you, Dr. Richards.
That concludes the scariest, spookiest, most terrifying episode to date.
Next week will be even spookier, so make sure you subscribe and come back next week. Give this video a thumbs up if you are gonna try some man nostril pancakes, and give this video a thumbs down if you think that sounds a little gross.
I say don't knock it till you try it.
That is some good advice, Dr. Richards.
Dr. Richards,
Dr. Williams,
signing off.